Hey, welcome to Half the Battle, and welcome to another Q&A and some ramblings. First question is, do you ever plan to review big playsets in the future? Well, I've talked about the Terrordrome in one of my earliest reviews ever, the one about AVAC, but it really didn't get its due, did it? I might revisit that one because it's the friggin' Terrordrome. As for the other playsets, well, I only have a few and they're in storage. Or should I say storage. I mean, I have the Defiant playset, technically, but it's in many pieces in the attic at my parents' home. I also have the Mobile Command Center, but it's in the garage. There just isn't enough room here to display all those things. Still, I think at one point I will drag the Mobile Command Center out at the very least. As for a few of the others, well, I kinda want to talk about them, but I don't have them. Kind of a shame, especially when it comes to the USS Flag. Now that's something everybody wants to talk about eventually. Second question. What are your favorite G.I. Joe vehicles? Well, that's a tough one and an easy one. Easy because my number one pick is, and always will be, the Hiss Tank, the original one. Second, probably the Fang helicopter. But those are the bad guys. As far as the good guys go, well, I don't really have that strong an opinion. I mean, I like plenty of the vehicles, but I couldn't really pick out a favorite. Put a gun to my head for just this moment right now, I'd say it was the Armored Personnel Carrier, or APC. But I'm one of those guys that thinks that the bad guys' vehicles are just a little cooler than the ones the G.I. Joe team got. I mean, they're more futuristic, they're sleeker, while the G.I. Joe vehicles are army vehicles with a twist in a lot of the cases. Still, a couple of my favorite ones from the G.I. Joe team, the Awe Striker comes to mind, and maybe the Slugger. Final question for today. What is your favorite episode from the Sunbow and Deke eras of the cartoon series? Well, for Sunbow, it would have to be Worlds Without End. It is a great double episode with an excellent story. And eventually, yes, I will review it. As far as Deke is concerned, no, but seriously, Deke, probably I See You, Evie. Or I Found You, Evie. One of those two is the title. It's a rare gem in the cesspit that is usually the Deke series. Now, although this wasn't asked, my least favorite episodes from Sunbow and Deke, that's a bit tougher. For Sunbow, I'm gonna cheat and say the movie. As far as picking the worst Deke cartoon goes, man, that's like Sophie's choice. Assuming Sophie really hated children. So I'm gonna decline to answer the question I asked of myself. And to finish off, a random bit of rambling. The figures for the G.I. Joe convention were shown in the last couple of weeks. And it turns out that this year they're going for Sky Patrol. Can't say I'm that enthusiastic. It seems to me they're scraping the bottom of the barrel a bit. And from what I've seen, some of them look really goofy. Still, I don't really know what else to expect considering they've already done so many excellent figures in the past. Eventually you're gonna start to run out. Then again, when they did Eco Warriors, which I also didn't believe would work, we ended up with the excellent Toxo Zombie and Steel Brigade Zombie figures. So we'll have to wait until the convention, I suppose. Well, that's about it for me for this week. Next week is a brand new review. So see you later, everybody. First question is, will you do ever... I've lost the ability to make sentences.